So we have a new toolbox feature at AMP where you can give AMP executable scripts to run tools that are more lightweight, less involved than installing and setting up an MCP server. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to set up a repo where you can just describe the tool that you want to create and AMP will create it for you. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, use the following URL that I will provide you with to set up the repo in such a way that the user can describe to AMP a tool that they want to add to the AMP toolbox based on the documentation I'll provide you with including any provided documentation or context that's necessary to set it up, any credentials, security considerations, and set that up for the user so that they can start using it right away with the AMP agent after it gets set up. And the URL is to the AMP code manual. And I'm going to go ahead and send that in. We'll just let AMP cook here for a minute. And it's going to review the documentation first, read through there, figure out what the requirements are, set up the repo, and then implement the tool registration and setup system. So we have a plan here, and I'll just let it cook, and then we'll see if we can get this working. So if you take a look at what AMP did based on this prompt, it set up a README or usage file, tool templates, an environment setup shell script, some examples for itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask it to run the environment setup script. So I'm going to ask AMP, run the environment setup script. And should go ahead, set it with AMP. I'm going to allow all for this session. And now it's going to set up the environment variable. So now AMP will be able to reference that when it calls a tool. And now I'm going to ask it to create a tool for me. Let's start with just a simple example. Let's ask it to create a tool that runs Python tests in a project directory. So I asked H, I'm not actually running this file or this script itself, but AMP should be able to just figure out what I'm trying to do here. Now I've created a tool, Python test runner. It's in the tools directory. Since my AMP toolbox is already configured, restart AMP to start using the tool. Oops. Right here. And we should be able to run that. So there you go. That's how you can easily auto-generate tools for your AMP projects.